Well, you guessed it. Welcome back. Welcome back again, folks, to the show. We are going to get this old lady here ready for a neck reset. Got to take the neck off and re-glue it anyway. The owner decided to do it to go do it right, not just shoot glue in it and call it. Today we're going to take the fret out, pull the fret out, and drill a couple holes down in here and get ready to steam this puppy. We might, I don't know if we'll heat the fretboard extension and try to get it off tonight or not. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to bring the camera over here closer and pull this fret out. Or maybe zoom it in there where it is one. Anyways, going to pull the fret out, and if you hear a buzzing in the background, that's it's not me. Well, I mean, I am. It could be, I guess, but it's not. It's a drill charging. I got my drill hooked up over there charging, and you're probably picking it up because it's right directly under the camera. Anyways, let me bring you over here closer, and let's start on this thing. Get the fret out, get the holes drilled, and then we'll think about heating the fretboard extension. Hold on. So how you cats been doing, baby? We got to pull one fret past the body joint. So here's the 12th fret. Body joint is the 14th fret. We're pulling the 15th one. I got my dikes out here. Usually, Gibson has been known to glue their frets in, except for jumbo guitars and jumbo frets. Usually they don't. I'm going to take a chance without heating this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see very well. But I'm going to take a chance without heating this fret and just see if I can work it up out of there. Hopefully it'll come fairly easy without too awfully much tear out. Well, we don't want any tear out, actually. Would be nice. Yeah, I'm already under it. I can't show you this, but I guess you can take my word for it. So hope everyone is doing well. This will take a little bit longer by not using heat. So taking a little bite at a time and wobbling a little bit. Hopefully to get less tear out, or no tear out really is what we'd like to see. But I can fix it if it does tear out. We'll fix it. So it ain't a problem. It's just nice to see a good clean fret removal, you know, with no tear out. Yeah. It's possible this fret's glued in. I never knew Gibson to glue frets in on jumbo guitars. But, you know, anything can happen, I guess. Yeah, it's coming slowly. I want to go very slowly. And we'll drill a 5/64 hole in here. I actually like to drill two of them. You can't see shit, I'm sorry for that. I like to drill two holes. That gives the steam an escape route. Look at that, no tear out at all, and no glue. This is very good, and the fret looks like brand new. So there is no glue in there. I know on jumbo guitars they normally don't glue the frets in, glue them in. You know, because the frets are so big, and the tang is pretty wide in this too. Okay, we need to drill a 5/64 inch hole here, approximately here, and approximately here. And like I say, that will allow me to put the steam needle down in and pump steam down into the joint, and it makes an exit for a lot of the steam to get out. If you don't have an exit for it, then water builds up inside of that joint, and you usually end up with water all inside the guitar. And I'm going to try to avoid that, but I always put rags and crap in there anyway in case it happens. You know, it can always happen, so why take the chance? But that's what, let me see if I can zoom in on that and show you how clean that fret came out. That's too slow. Do this. Whoosh, there you go. I don't know how well you can see it, but no tear out whatsoever. Maybe a tiny little bit right there, but that's it. Very smooth. Yes, sir. Hold on. I don't know if I ever showed this or not before, but I always put a level on the fretboard of the guitar and make sure that the fretboard is perfectly level, and it is. And then that allows me to watch a bubble on my drill here, and that way I don't drill in this way or drill in that way and miss the pocket. I can use that bubble and go straight down. I do like to go in at an angle though, like this. You know, an angle this way and then a little bit of an angle that way on that side. So let me get this big heavy ass drill bit into place. This is a huge drill bit, man, or a drill for this job. Check the bubble. We're good. I felt it go into the pocket. That's always a good, very good thing. And approximately here. Check my bubbles. Gotta watch your bubbles, folks. And we hit the pocket again. So this is very good. And we are ready for steam. Hold on, I want to check one thing just real quick. I always like to check and make sure this thing fits because it's so, yeah, there we go. It's so easy to, I've got another needle and it's 1/16, I think. And I wasn't sure which one I had down here. Yeah, this is it. That's it. Steam holes. Yes, sir. Okay. This is an extra long sucker, too. I got to remember the long one is 5/64. So now, we got to heat this up about 250 degrees. And I got to find palette knives. Hold on. I get my shit together. Now, I like to take a couple of pieces of paper and put right there like so, okay, and then put the cardboard over it. I'll put a little piece of cardboard over the end up here too. The paper, if you just put cardboard on here, you don't use paper like that, you get a lot of condensation, I guess you'd call it, sweat. The guitar sweats a lot under there. So the paper helps it not have so much sweat. So I'm going to attack it with this. It's already heating up. I want to heat that up slowly, so I'm just going to set it on there and let it do its thing. I want to heat it up, like I say, to about 250 degrees, maybe 275, 280, even 300 is okay, and I'll bring you back for that. So it's going to take a little while for that to happen, so I'll see you then. I got to show you this. Look what the heat did. It got in these cracks. I showed you these cracks before. The heat and a little bit of moisture got in there, even though I had paper on there to not have any moisture. It still did. And that's what it did to the finish. It's a bubble there now. That sucks shit, but you know, there's nothing you can do about things like that, folks. These cracks that I showed you, moisture got into those, and that's what happens. Even when you take every precaution, shit like that still happens. When I go digging around that with a knife, that's going to crack the finish all to shit right there, I'm afraid, because it's just bubbled up now from the heat, and you know, you can't do anything about that. I might stop here. I don't know. I'll check with the owner and see if he wants me to continue or not. I'm going to stop right here and show the owner this video and see what he wants to do. Those little cracks, you can still see some of them right there. Well, you can see them all. You know, the tiniest bit of moisture gets into those, and this is what happens. You can see it starting to happen on this side. I haven't even been in there with a knife yet. You know, it's probably just going to tear it all to shit when I take a knife to it. And we can probably touch that up, but it's always going to be there. You're always going to see it. You're never going to make it invisible without refinishing the entire top. And that runs into big money. And I don't have the equipment right now to do that with. So I'm going to hold up here. You can see this side. It's starting to do the same thing. Like I say, when I get in there with a knife and start trying to separate this fretboard from the top isn't even warm. It's cold, actually. I can show you. Of course, it's been a few minutes, but that's still 113 degrees. But look what the top reads, 76 and 80. So the top is, you know, it's not heat doing it, it's the moisture from the heat. I mean, it's cold to the touch. But never saw that, never had that to happen before. I always take precautions to protect these areas, but with those cracks already there the way they were, you can still see them there, and more moisture is going to get in there. When I steam the neck, a lot of moisture is going to get in there. But the fact is, when I go digging under here, is what I'm worried about. Is it's really going to rip this loose finish away. I mean, it's just like a bubble there, you know. And who knows how big it'll get. If a lot of steam gets in there, it could get, you know, really huge. It's already really huge, but I'm talking this whole entire area could do that right there when the steam, you know, starts steaming it because of these cracks here in the finish that was already in there. And I don't know, I'll show the owner this video, see what he wants to do. More bad news from the Gibson j45. Man, this guitar just keeps getting more shit wrong with it. Anyways, cheers. I'll see you as soon as I know what to do to it.